guys, it is September and I am feeling better. It's been about 2 weeks since we got sick. I'm feeling better. I'm coughing a little bit, and yesterday I was really exhausted to the point where I was laying on the couch all day yesterday doing absolutely nothing but watching TV. But hey, you know, shit happens. Zach's still feeling really sick. He's still feeling nauseated. I didn't get nauseous when I got sick this time, so hopefully that goes away for him because he's still going to work and all that jazz. Today we're going to go do a small grocery shopping for tomorrow's dinner because I don't have any food. I didn't think about getting food for 2 weeks straight because we had so much big stuff we had to pay for and it would have been costly. So I didn't get a lot of stuff this paycheck. So I have to buy some more food now. And we're going to be doing a whole bunch of cooking tomorrow. I'm not going to take you with me on the cooking journey because it's going to be with my roommate and I don't know if she's comfortable with us filming her or anything like that. Or her children. And we're going to be making tamales, Spanish rice, and a cake. And I think cupcakes. But it all sounds really great. Except for the fact I'm going to be cooking all day because tamales take forever to cook. We tried that. We made tamales like a week before we got sick. And it took us forever just to get, I think, half of it done. So, we're going to be trying to make it all done this time. And it's going to take a bit. But Tier's going to be in his cage for most of the day tomorrow. So, I'm going to have to come down and check on him occasionally. Other than that, we're not doing much. We're just trying to heal. Hopefully get some stuff done. I didn't work on any videos for the last 2 weeks because I was sick. I was really working hard on Between Monsters and Men. I was trying to get ahead of the game because I've been kind of falling behind. Because I've been doing really big videos. Which is great. However, it takes a lot of time to study, research studies, the same basic thing. Write it all down, make a script out of it, voice over it, put it into a video, edit the video, and then see if it's good enough to put up onto YouTube. It takes a long time for bigger videos like that to get done, and because of it, I'm falling behind. But I was getting ahead of the game, working on some really cool cases that I like a lot. Well, one is a really cool case that I liked a lot, and it left me scared for a couple of days because it's about a Japanese legend, and I have a fear of Japanese ghosts. Like, they scare me. They do. Japanese ghost movies and shows just scare me ridiculously to the point where my schizophrenia acts up. I start seeing things and hearing things that are not there, and it becomes a problem. So I don't really like to read or write much about stuff like Japanese ghost stories and stuff like that, but at the same time I do because I'm really interested in it compared to anything else. So, yeah, you know, shit happens. Me and Zach are watching the 5th season of My Hero Academia, which is all fun and dandy. I want to watch Ghost Adventures. I'm watching Junior Baking Show right now on Netflix. It's pretty interesting. I like watching baking shows. Although it makes me really hungry and I don't have any food in the house, so. We still have a flea problem and we have a gnat problem now too. I'm going to be taking Tier and one of my cats to the vet to get them weighed so we can get some flea medicine again. But we have to wait till next paycheck for that. And I gotta see how much when we have to pay for our next bills after that. Because we haven't paid for our bills yet. Because they haven't arrived yet. So there's a gnat by the camera. The bills haven't arrived yet or have asked us to pay for them yet, so we haven't. So we're trying to be careful with our money. At least I'm trying to be careful with our money. Zach, on the other hand, you know, he does not like to listen. So I bleached my hair. It looks like this. It's not really blonde. It's more like yellow and brass. But we don't plan on keeping it that color for very long. We're gonna go with a metallic blue. We're just waiting for my hair to heal a little bit before we do that. But I have a few things I need to tell you guys that have happened in the past week. About last week, Sunday, My roommate's friends came over and they have a dog, and when their dog comes over, my roommate's dog freaks out. Now when my roommate's dog freaks out, Kier freaks out. He runs around, jumps on couches, jumps from the back of the couch over it and everything like that. He just goes crazy. Well, he ended up limping at some point. We don't know what happened. He's not whining, he's not whimpering. He's giving us his paw that's he's limping on, like he's giving it out to us like we're saying paw. Nothing feels out of place, nothing feels broken. And we thought at first that it was just a pulled muscle because of him running around so much and jumping and everything like that. Especially since he wasn't whimpering or anything. We thought, okay, it's just probably a pulled muscle. So we didn't consider going to the vet right away. We thought that we'll give it like a few days to let it heal, and then we'll see from there. Well, it hasn't healed and it's been a week and a half. And we were going to take him to the vet yesterday on Monday, a week later. No vets were open. No, let me rephrase that. What happened was, I have to go back in time a little bit. On this Sunday, our septic tank overflowed into our bathtub. So our bathroom and a little bit of our hallway was flooded. So Zach called out for Monday so he could call the septic people and have them come here on an emergency call to clean up the septic tank. So we decided we were going to take Tier to the vet on the same day. Now, we didn't call the vet last week because we wanted to give it some time to heal, thinking that it was just a pulled muscle. We still think it's something similar to that. If not, we don't know what it could be, because he's not whimpering or anything. He's not doing anything strange. He's just limping. He's running around. He's still eating. He's still chasing the cats. He's still playing on occasion. So it's kind of like, what's wrong? Anyhow, I couldn't call them on Sunday because all the vets closed on Sunday. I called them on Monday thinking that we could drop them off, because before COVID, at our vet, we were allowed to drop them off and let them check them out or come in between appointments. And so we thought that that was going to happen for our vet. Unfortunately, they don't do that anymore, I'm guessing because of COVID. So we had to make an appointment. We called 5 different vets trying to get him in on that day. So yesterday, Monday. No one was willing to be taking them in because, well, no one does drop off anymore. So we got an appointment for tomorrow, Wednesday, at 5 o'clock with my roommate taking me after her child speech therapy class. Therapy? Not class. So we'll be taking him in and seeing what's wrong. So it's just been really stressful the last week. I don't know what's wrong with my dog. I have no idea what it could be. We thought it was maybe an out of place shoulder or something like that, but nothing feels out of place. He's just being his normal self. I mean, the thing that he's doing least of is eating. He's still eating. He's not starving himself. He's just eating less. I don't know if it's because he's in pain or if it's something that has to contribute with him, his arm, which I was thinking it was diabetes at one point, but it makes no sense because it happened after he was jumping around and stuff. Like, I noticed him after he was jumping around that he was limping, so it has to be something with him jumping around. It can't be diabetes. But it has me worried because we thought he had diabetes when we first got him because he was peeing all the time. And then we learned it might have been a UTI or it could have been diabetes. We didn't know the two, but now he doesn't pee that often at all. Like, he goes out maybe 2 to 3 times a day. I usually let him out when he goes by the door. He rarely goes by the door, so he doesn't go potty very often, which is okay. I mean, it's up to him. I still let him out in between, but he still doesn't go potty sometimes. But you know, sometimes we just sit outside and enjoy the weather because the weather's been really nice lately. It was 55 this morning. Anyway, when we were emptying out the septic, we learned that something in our house is leaking water into the septic when everything's turned off. So we tested all the toilets with food coloring, and we learned that 2 of the 4 toilets that we have are leaking water. So we have to fix the plunger thing that when you flush, the plunger thing comes up and releases all the water. We're gonna fix all those. Anyhow, after that, nothing much is really happening, but that stuff has been stressing me out. I haven't been working out because things has just been going on. I don't remember last week. I just remember being really busy last week and getting nothing done. And at the same time not getting my workout in. I'm going to try to work out today, but I have a lot of things to do today to make up for last week, the things that I wasn't able to do last week, because I don't remember what the hell I was doing last week. I don't. What was I doing last week? I don't remember anything. But we had to deep clean our hallway and deep clean our bathroom because although it didn't look like feces, when it overflowed into our shower, we want to make sure that just in case if it was, we desanitized the area. So we poured litter all over the hallway to soak up the water. We used borax, we used Clorox, we vacuumed a lot. Our vacuum was nearly destroyed because of all the freaking litter that... It was Zach's idea. It's a good idea, but it annihilated our vacuum cleaner. I had to deep wash our vacuum cleaner using the hose. So I sprayed everything, so hopefully our vacuum still works because it was covered in cat litter, not dry cat litter, clumps of wet cat litter that was like caked on into our vacuum cleaner. So I had to really deep clean it. It's not even fully clean. It's as best as I can get it. So hopefully it still works because otherwise we have to buy a new freaking vacuum cleaner. Luckily it didn't cost us too much for the septic clean out. However, Tier's most likely going to need x-rays when he goes to the vet, and that's about a couple $100 itself. Other than that, I don't have anything really else to say. I'll update you guys with what's going on with Tier when we find out what's going on, which is tomorrow. I have to go get the rest of the vacuum and bring it inside. Hopefully it's all dried. Hopefully the cat mats are dry because we have a cat litter box out in the hallway and the cat mats got all soaked, so we had to take them out and let them dry and wash them off and all that jazz. And our bathroom mat got soaked to the point it was dripping water when we picked it up. It was just bad. It was bad, guys. Hey guys, it's Wednesday. I just got back from taking Tier to the vets. Let me go get the paper that I have that tells me what it is, or what it could be. So from most likely to least likely, he has soft tissue injury in his shoulder and his right shoulder and now his back left paw, because he's been lifting up his paw since this morning, and it's something he normally doesn't do. He just lifts it up when he's standing. Like I don't notice him limping on it. I don't know if the vet noticed him limping on it, but they said it could be soft tissue injury. So they gave us antibiotics for it to see in 2 weeks if it works. And if it doesn't work, they're going to do x-rays and a tick test. Because they also think it could be panocytitis. I don't know what that is. They explained it to me when I was there, but my memory is just shot. So it just went out of my head like a second later. But they wrote it down for me so I could look it up. Congenital joint tissues, which is normal in German Shepherds, and tick disease. So those are the 4 things that, down a list of things he has from most likely he has to least likely. So like I said, they gave him antibiotics. It's going to take 2 weeks to finish the antibiotics. And I got him flea medication because, like I said, we've been having troubles with fleas. It's ridiculous how much problems we're having with fleas. I got him NexGard for that, so he has that. What I've been doing lately is I've been reading 2 books. I'm not going to show you the books because I'm going to probably do them in a haul video. There's a lot of shows that are on Netflix and Hulu that I have to watch. There's so many, and I love Hulu the most because Hulu at least tells you what they're going to expire next. And they give you like 11 to 12 days before it expires when they tell you it's going to expire. Which is a miracle. Netflix does not do that. It does not tell you. Sometimes, rarely, it will tell you below the description or above the description of the show whether or not it's going to end on a certain date. Sometimes you have to click into the show to see that. But they don't tell you otherwise. It's really rare, and it's not often they put it on the shows that they're gonna fucking delete. So, you feel like you have to rush through Netflix shows just to watch them all because you don't know if they're gonna be coming off or not. I love Netflix because they have a lot of great shows. Don't get me wrong. It just pisses me off. It just pisses me off when they do that. I want to know what is coming off of the shows and what's not. And I got stuff on Disney Plus I have to watch too. Our next plan of action, by the way, is we're going to take the cats to the vet to get Revolution or whatever they have for medication for fleas. And then I have to get medication for the ferret and the rabbit. So not happy about that because ferret medication is really rare. And rabbit medication, I haven't even heard of rabbit flea medication, honestly. My hair is blue, guys. Look at that. It's metallic blue. My hair looks dead and puffy, but it's actually really soft, so I don't know what's going on there. But it could just be because it's fresh showered hair and I slept on it, so it's probably just puffy from me rolling around at night and that sort of stuff. Hey guys, this is the last part of the vlog. I wanted to update you guys a little bit of what's going on. If I haven't told you in the last part of the vlog, like the last part scenes, whatever you want to call it, Tier's not limping anymore. He stopped limping after the second day of taking his medication. He's finally done with his medication. It's been more than 2 weeks. So, he's good. Our ferret, Khaleesi, I had picked her up one day and she was covered with a little bit of fleas. I figured, okay, we'll have some time to save up money to buy her flea medication because right now our money that we're using is for our mortgage. We have to wait till our mortgage goes through, so we can't spend any of our money. The next day I picked her up, she was swarmed in fleas. I don't know what happened. It's like they exploded. Luckily, I looked into giving her dawn baths. You're not supposed to give ferrets too many dawn baths because they need their natural oils on their fur and everything. And dawn baths makes them really dry and itchy. But luckily you can still do it if the case is really bad. In her case, it was really bad. So Zach bathed her in dawn water while I cleaned out her cage completely. She was, I can't explain to you when I say she was covered in them. What happened? It was the day before and there was like 2 or 3. I tried catching them. It's hard to catch them on her because she's so squirmy. We got them all off of her in the dawn bath. We picked them all off, washed them all off, and made sure they went down the drain. It was so bad, guys. Oh my god, it was so miserable seeing her go through that because I know she was miserable. Like I said, we cleaned out her cage, dried her off, put new bedding in her cage, and we put her back in her cage. And then last night, Zach, before he went to bed, he checked on her, and he found 1 flea on her, although I got all the fleas off of her. So the fleas are still trying to get at her. Regardless, the cats still have fleas. We don't know if the bunny has fleas. I haven't felt any on the bunny, and I haven't found any flea poop on the bunny. So I don't know if the bunny actually has fleas. I don't know how he got it. He escaped it. Or if he really does and I'm just not finding any. But either way, I have to get Kitten Advantage 2 for the Hades, our bunny. And Ferret Advantage for the ferret. We're waiting for the next paycheck to do that. So we're trying to take precautions. And then we're going to take one of our cats to the vet to get weighed, so we can get some medication for the cats. So that's what's going on with the flea situation. It was bad. It was so bad. I can't believe how bad it was. I have to continue vacuuming every like 3 days, I think. I think it's 3 days, to make sure that the eggs and the fleas are picked up by the vacuum cleaner. And I have to wash all of the blankets and sheets and anything that the cats and dogs lay on. Cats and dog lays on, just to avoid them from spreading. Although we haven't found any on ourselves when we sit down on the couch or bed. So the spray that we use has been working. We're going to probably spray it again soon. It's been long enough. We should probably spray it again soon. As for Hurricane Ian, as you guys know, I live in Georgia now. I don't live in Florida anymore. I moved out of Florida 2017, I think it was. In February 2017. So I've been away from Florida for a while now, but my uncle and aunt still live in the old house that we lived in. And we still have Zach's family that lives in Florida. And Hurricane Ian just beat them up yesterday. There was a lot of damage. They're all okay. Well, we don't know about Zach's family yet, because every time we call them, they haven't been answering. So we don't know about them yet. If I find out more before I put up this video, I will let you guys know. Oh my god, and there's Zach's grandpa. Poor Charlie was hit pretty badly. I hope that he got in contact with them sometime today when he was at work. If not, I'll try to make a video tomorrow and see if I can update you guys. If not, it's really up to Zach. He is the one who has to call them and text them and everything like that. But they have really bad cell service right now in that area. That's why we probably haven't been able to get a hold of them. I'm surprised that Zach's mom hasn't tried to get a hold of Zach in some way, like through Facebook or something, because she has tablets that she can, she has tablets she can use. So my family's fine. The house was damaged pretty badly. The lanai roof is gone. One of the windows was shattered. There was some flooding. And this is my old house, so knowing that I could have been still living there if I didn't choose to move with my parents. And I wouldn't have gone through that. That's scary. I mean, I went through Hurricane Charlie. And it wasn't scary for me, because I was, like, in middle school, so I was, like, I thought I was a little badass. But what I have been doing is watching a lot of zombie movies and reading a zombie book, which I think I've showed you guys before on my channel. It's This Would Be Paradise by N.D. Iverson. You can read her book on Wattpad. It's really good so far. I'm almost to the end. Almost to the end. So, nothing really big updates that I can tell you guys about. I have to put this on like right away after I am done filming because it's the 29th and I don't know if we had the 31st at this month or not. I don't remember. If this is the end of this vlog, thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, and comment, and I hope you have a wonderful day.